So now we're going to start assembling the torte. First you want to take a little bit of whatever you're icing your cake with. I'm icing it with whipped ganache today, which is just ganache cooled down and put into a mixer and whipped up so it gets some air in it so it could get an icing-like consistency. I'm going to put a little down here just to help my cake stick. And take my first layer, stick them on there, nice and good. And with a torte, or really any cake, you can always use a dessert syrup to give it a little extra flavor. I like flavoring mine with liquors because it just gives the cake something special almost. It's really good. I got some amaretto liquor in here. I'm just gonna brush it on there. And I also like to give it a generous amount because it also keeps the cake really moist and it keeps it really fresh tasting. Okay, now I'm going to take my bag of my ganache, make sure it's warm enough for me to squeeze it out. Gonna move it around a little bit. Stiffened up on me a bit. Now I'm going to pipe a moat around my cake so the filling stays in. And really with any torte, it depends on what you want to make. I'm making chocolate ganache, so I'm gonna fill it with ganache and make whatever flavors of icing or syrups I want that will go with it. But you could do like a strawberry torte where you could have a strawberry cake, fill it with fresh strawberries, do whatever. So I'm gonna fill mine with chocolate mousse, which I have here. You wanna make sure you have a nice amount in the middle too, because when people get their cakes, especially a torte, if there's nothing in the middle, they're not going to be satisfied because that's what they're all about. And you just want to spread it around nice and even, right to the edges of your moat. Make sure it's nice and even. And then you're going to take your second layer. I like putting my syrup on both sides when I stack my cakes because again it just makes it really nice and moist. And if you have a dry cake, these really help because they moisten it up nice and good for you. Flip it over, put it on there just like that. Make sure it's nice and even with your bottom layer. Also make sure you're not getting stuff all over your board because it's going to be a pain to clean up later. And then here. And then you would pipe your moat. Then you would continue to fill it and continue to layer it until you get your 4 layers and 4 inches.